Good day. For today, we will discuss the basic principles of online learning pedagogy. Online learning has been a prominent alternative in terms of conducting remote learning. However, whenever online learning is being discussed, for most of the time, the one being given emphasis are the technological tools and the internet access. While these are essentials in online learning, it's important to note that online learning is a process, and those being mentioned like technological tools and the internet are only its medium. Online learning being a process would refer to the process of learning through interactivity of learners to the content or to the teacher the and other learners through the use of the medium, which are the tools like ed tech tools and the internet. In fact, when we say online learning, it involves key processes of instructional design, facilitation, and student assessment and data evaluation. The Hanover Research Council identified these areas as essential in the role of teachers in online learning. Online learning, when being planned, should always start on the key learning outcomes desired. As such, online learning should emphasize on quality outcomes and key learning results. Online learning design does not start on the identification of the available tools. It would always start on the desired or expected learning outcomes of the course. After deciding the desired learning outcomes of the course or the topic, which would be using online learning design, activities are planned out on how students will be able to demonstrate these expected learning outcomes. After planning out these activities, the teacher may now assess the available tools and online resources that can assist the conduct of this activity and would provide the powerful virtual learning environment for online learning. Online learning should also provide a safe climate. It's important to note that there are students who have cyber anxiety. As such, assurance from the teacher that their feelings and the things that causes their anxiety would be processed well or should be processed well. In an online learning environment, it's also important that the teacher ensure that students are still thinking. Contrary to the idea that online learning would be more lecture, again, lecture on this kind of setup or even in the student-centered learning setup is not considered an activity but a situation. A situation that includes many activities, not just watching video presentation online. These activities designed in online learning should still draw out from students' schema or prior knowledge so that they can use this prior knowledge to combine it with new information presented to them, which would allow them to synthesize new constructed knowledge. While online learning encourages and advocates independent learning as students enrich their schema through video presentations and reading material, online learning also encourages interactivity and collaboration between online participants. This can be done by various educational technology tools that facilitates group interaction online. Online learning advocates learners to be responsible of their own learning, being an independent learner who enriches his or her schema. Whether face-to-face or online, teachers are tasked on providing timely feedback, synchronously and asynchronously. This would inform students of whether they are hitting the learning outcome, and also informing them of the gaps that they need to improve to reach the learning outcome. It also informs the teacher on what else can be done to assist and help the learners in achieving the desired learning outcome. In terms of communication for instruction, online learning can be using synchronous learning communication or asynchronous learning communication. Synchronous learning communication is a real-time form of communication. It could be through live chat, audio and video conferencing, timed quizzes, and shared multimedia presentations and online slideshows. Asynchronous learning communication is, on the other hand, not real-time and is self-paced. It uses tools that involve time-delayed capabilities online, like email, threaded discussions, announcement, and file attachment. It is also important to note that assessment activities and activities we do to teach in online learning should be clearly categorized as either declarative or functional knowledge. This would allow both the teacher and the learner uh, make sense of the information and the activity that they are doing. Declarative knowledge would refer to knowledge which are for most of the time static and can be found in the books, in the library, and is gained or produced through research. For example, principles of economics is a declarative knowledge. Knowing Bloom's taxonomy of objective is also declarative knowledge. Now, putting declarative knowledge at work through analyzation, creation, or evaluation would refer now to the functional knowledge. In essence, functional knowledge is a form of knowledge that is used in real-life application and real-life context. It is the type of knowledge we use to make a decision, create a plan, or propose solution. For most of the time, functional knowledge makes use of the declarative knowledge. Going back to our previous example, if knowing Bloom's taxonomy of objective is declarative knowledge, putting it into action by making a lesson plan or an instructional design or a learning outcome could be now tagged as functional knowledge because we make use of the declarative knowledge we use to make a plan or to propose a plan. It's important to emphasize likewise that while online learning changes our modality, the learning goals stay the same, and that is to make our students think for themselves. As such, activities we do to draw out from the students, to deepen their knowledge, and to make them critical thinkers can still be used in online learning. Both formative and summative assessments we do can still be used in online learning. The challenge that we face right now is to how to convert these activities into a digital format so that they can be used in online learning. I hope this presentation have helped you in understanding basic ideas on online learning. Thank you and good day.